say you can't do that.
You can't.
Can you say that 50% would be from a particular category?
In minorities, yes. But let's not have I'm before the court, not before you. The day you become a judge, I'll argue before you. It is to be audited. 1 second, hold on, sir, if you don't mind. Allow me, I don't interfere like this.
Funds
Please.
you receive,
Yeah.
can you use it as you like?
No, Mullahs, I'm grant in aid. 90% Mullahs, grant in aid is given to me. That's and TMA Pai says the fact that you're rated has nothing to do with the minority character. The Chancellor of Delhi University said, I will appoint your teacher. That is misleading. State once make one statement that is misleading. One statement.
Senior advocate Kapil Sibal is arguing in the matter of Aligarh Muslim University minority status case, where several questions was asked by the judges with related to reservation, that can an institution give 100% reservation, can it give 50% reservation. The AMU first time starts reservation in 2004. In 2004 the university gave 50% reservations in the PG courses. Prior to that there was no reservation. Why so? These were the questions which were asked by the judges to the Kapil Sibal, and later on you will watch in the video that on some points when Kapil Sibal was interjected by the Solicitor General on several points, he turns angry and asked him, the day you will become judge, I will argue before you. If you watch full video, you will watch all those things in the video.
To administer cannot change.
Say that in a particular course, 100% would be from a particular category.
Cannot be.
Can you say you can't do that?
You can't.
Can you say that 50% would be from a particular category?
In minorities, yes. That's the law. Yes, that's the law. Within minority institutions, yes. And merit. We can't do away with merit. But that doesn't mean that I've lost my character or I have surrendered. Therefore, let's be clear on first principles here.
No, because in 2004, for the first time, you sought to reserve 50% for the PG course. Prior to that, you did not.
I tell your lordships why. Because I'll come to that later. The area of maneuverability, as I was concerned, had been reduced from 50 to 25%. So therefore, I wanted. And it was struck down, according to me, maybe rightly, but that we're not on that. At the moment, Millers, we are discussing the fundamentals of Article 30. Where do you get this proposition that a minority institution for the Muslim community must be administered only by the Muslim community? Not in Article 30, not in any judgment of this court, not even in TMA Pai. And this is the proposition that Badshah Mullahs proceeds on. Look at the rector. Look at the Governor General. He is not a Muslim. Well, that's the argument. Does the President of India have to be a Muslim to get St. Stephen's minority status? What kind of argument is that? Well, if this were the test, there will be no institution, Mullahs, which can never claim to be a minority institution in this country.
Argument is, as if a minority establishes an institution, that's good enough for compliance, for getting protection.
Yes, under 30.
Under 30.
Correct.
It's my right, thereupon it's my right to administer, and my right to administer includes these 4 points.
Correct. You may expand it, Mullah, I have no problems with that. But the right to administer is my choice. I can give up certain rights. I can't waive a fundamental right, as your lordship knows. But I can give it up for the time being. If I find still interference, I can challenge it. I can choose not to challenge. So St. Stephen says, I just read that. It says the right, exactly what my lord has said. The right claimed by a minority community to administer the educational institution depends upon the proof of establishment of the institution. The proof of establishment of the institution is thus a condition precedent for claiming the right to administer the institution. That's exactly what my lord said. And Badshah also says that. But Badshah says, but you are not governed by Muslims. In fact, Basha should never have gone into this question. If Basha came to the conclusion that that this is not established by a Muslim minority, there was nothing to, it should have stopped there. Why it didn't stop? Because we made the argument, even if we are not established, we are administering the institution. It's a mistake on our part. It's for the first time, my learned friend is agreeing with me on this. And university was not a party. No,
My learned friend is in rejoinder. There are several statements which are either inaccurate or misleading.
I'm
But
sure
we won't
my
have
learned
a
friend is
chance to.
my learned friend is very kind always to say that everything that I say is misleading the court.
Not everything.
And the politeness of my learned friend with which you say it is admired by me.
Not everything. I didn't.
Well, what is it that is misleading? Make one statement that is misleading. One statement. Don't just get up only for the sake of getting up.
Mr. Sibal, what is the meaning of para 54 of St. Stephen?
54. Volume 5, yes. 5A, yes. Paragraph 54. Which page is that? Page 422.
St. Stephen's is page 4.
22, my lord.
Para 54.
420.
5A, page 422.
Yes. That's exactly the point.
Particularly the line,
Yes.
this management must be free from control.
Correct. Or the founder or their nominees can mold the institution as they think fit and in accordance with their ideas of how the interests of the community in general and the institution in particular must best be served. Entirely in agreement with what I'm saying? Entirely. That's my choice. Supposing, Malad, the Vice Chancellor of Delhi University said, I will appoint your teachers. I will decide who will teach in the university. It will be violative of 30. And see, read the rest of the paragraphs. It's all in my favor, Malad. But the standards of education.
Funds, as you like,
I'm sorry?
whatever public funds you receive,
Yes.
can you use it as you like?
No, Mullad's, I'm grant in aid. 90% Mullad's grant in aid is given to me. That's and TMA Pi says the fact that you're aided has nothing to do with the minority character of the institution. You still retain the minority character. Aid is fundamental.
So the
Duty.
fact that your accounts are audited by the CAG,
It's audited.
does it not make any difference?
No, because it must be audited. I am not absolved of the general principles of law applicable, Mulad. That's nothing to do with administration. Mulad, to prevent mismanagement, to prevent maladministration. That's why, Mulad, it is to be audited.
Page 416.
One second, hold on, sir, if you don't mind. Allow me, I don't interfere like this, please. Allow me.
That was not right, but I leave it.
I'm sure.
Very good.
Please leave it at that.
Please leave it.
Yes.
There are 36. They do have the number test.
Again, do have the number test means what?
416.
You'll find out what it means.
Reading the paragraph. This only establishment of the institution, nothing to do with the administration. Again, you are misleading.
So the management.
1 second. This is how the institution is established. Bishop of the diocese, who shall be the chairman. The persons appointed by the bishop of the diocese.
Says management.
He is not managing the institution. This is the genesis of the institution. The North, but let's not have I'm before the court, not before you. The day you become a judge, I'll argue before you.
Come on now, let's.
Anyway, let's not deviate from the issue.
But that means 36 does help me.
1 second.
Because
Sir,
justifies that 36 does talk of management, does talk of administration.
if you don't, I don't understand what my learned friend is unnecessarily.
Right.
But I don't know why.
Anyway,
Keep on.
All right, yes,
One-
Mr. Sibal. Yes, we now go virtually the end of the arguments. Yes.
No, it's not the end, Mullah. It happens to be just the beginning of my argument.
So you've got 1 hour and 15
Mullah, I
minutes.
can't possibly finish, Mullah.
We'll close today. We are not. We have another matter listed next week.
Mullah,
Today,
it's impossible to.
We don't mind continuing beyond 4 o'clock, but Mr. Sibal,
But
we have to
I have not. I have not raised any new point. I'm just trying to answer.
No, but this point which you have made, that it's your right to establish, it's your right to administer, and merely because you choose any third party to administer doesn't take away your right to administer in a manner which you think is appropriate. That's the point.
That's
You
the
got-
point. That's the point,
It's a
Mullah.
right and not a condition.
Yeah.
What if it is?
That's correct. That's all. Mullah. It's not a right, not a condition, Mullah. Absolutely right. Not a directive. Not a condition, not a directive. St. Stephen says so. So, Mullah, having said that, Mullah, now see what mistake Basha made. Okay. 16. Volume 3A, page 16, Mullah. Okay. Page 16, placitum G and H, Mullah. An argument has been raised, Mullah. Might just have that. What's the time? Okay.